Why are they using red, green, and yellow for Juneteenth? That's the question. How the hell are African immigrants new black Americans? So a company called Power to Fly used the same colors, red, green, and yellow, and had the nerve to combine Juneteenth with pride. This is how they celebrated Juneteenth in 1866. They wore red, white, and blue sashes. Not red, not green, not yellow. Y'all need to wake up. Hello, everybody. It's me, Amber Star McTerry, and we are back for another episode of the Misinformation Show. Now, I apologize for taking a minute to come back, but I had a lot going on, but I'm here right now, and that's all that matters. So, it's a couple things I want to talk about this episode. I won't keep you guys too long, but the first thing I want to get into is this disrespectful Forbes article that I came across online. This Forbes article said, building wealth among new black Americans, African immigrants. So Forbes is acknowledging what we all knew was true was the replacement plan against Americans and specifically black Americans, calling African immigrants new black Americans. How the hell are African immigrants new black Americans? So only black Americans are the black Americans that live in America. They are African immigrants, okay? So let's get into it. Articles like these are why black Americans all over the internet are creating boundaries. It's about that time. It's about time we set these boundaries and separate ourselves from these other people that's coming here to replace us, okay? Because these same immigrants, like these same people from all these other countries, Africa, UK, whatever, they will look down on black Americans. They will try to tell us, oh, you don't have any culture. You're just black. But then they will come here and try to be black. How does that make any sense? So they know that we are black Americans, but then they will come here and say they're black as well. How does that make sense? Make that make sense to me. This is why separation is important. And a lot of us are separating ourselves from Africa. Again, not denying our DNA or bloodline, whatever y'all want to say to make us be African. We are not culturally African, and we never will be. We've been here for a long time now. We are Americans, okay? So for this Forbes article to come out and say African immigrants are the new black Americans is very disrespectful, and I'm glad people are starting to push back, okay? Because the terms black and white and race specifically is an American social construct that was created in America. Y'all don't even call yourselves black in Africa. I just posted a video on my page of a Nigerian lady. This Nigerian lady said she didn't know she was black until she came to America. That's because it's an American construct, okay? So other dark-skinned or melanated people, or I feel like that's a better term, melanated people, just don't call everybody black, okay? Other melanated people come here and they have to assimilate as being black. That's not cool, and they know they're not black. But I guess that's the way they want to fit in and do what we do and be one of us, but then when they get ready, they want to disrespect us and act like they're not black. So this article is disrespectful, and in the article, it also said, let me pull it up right now, about 4.6 million or 1 in every 10 black people in the U.S. are immigrants. Up from 3% in 1980, a number that is predicted to more than double to 9.5 million in 2060. Of those, 46% are from the Caribbean and 42% from Africa. But the number of African immigrants has grown much more dramatically in recent years. Okay? Minnesota's African-born population has increased 274% since 2000 to more than 100,000 today. 26% of the state's immigrants are from Africa, and then at the end it says African immigrants in Minnesota have a total income of more than $2 billion. Guys, this is the replacement plan against black Americans. This is actual ethnic cleansing against black Americans that nobody is talking about. Y'all go out here, y'all protest for Palestine and genocide in Palestine, and y'all are so ignorant to the fact of the ethnic cleansing happening in your homeland. Okay, if it's not these immigrants coming over here replacing black Americans, it's you guys aborting babies. Our birth rate isn't even catching up to the death rate because y'all killing each other. The homicide rate is high. So this is the replacement plan against black Americans. We have ethnic cleansing going on in our own country and nobody's talking about it. Y'all ignored it. Y'all out here protesting for Palestine, a country all on the other side of the damn globe. Like, make it make sense to me. It's just like, y'all like, everybody just a bunch of sheep. Y'all just out here following the current thing. This article right here tells you how dramatically the African immigration is growing, and y'all out here protesting for Palestine. Y'all out here aborting babies, killing each other, and protesting for Palestine. How much more ignorant can we get? Okay, wake the hell up. This article is telling you right here. I'm gonna read it again. The title says, New Black Americans, African Immigrants. How the fuck are African immigrants the new Black Americans? Can y'all wake up and pay attention? Are y'all just following the sheep? Y'all just following the current thing. I'm fine, let's go protest in Palestine. Nick, it's genocide. The black population hasn't grown since what? I don't know. And then people out here want to pretend. Y'all want to pretend that there's so many Black Americans in this country. No, it's not. Do y'all travel the country? Most of the Black people are on the East Coast and specifically in the South. You go like in the middle of America, even on the West Coast where I'm at, like all the jobs I had since I came to LA, I was like the only Black person there. It was probably me and maybe one or two other people. Like, it's not that many Black people in this country. And the more people coming over here are immigrants. Whether they're from Africa, whether they're from Mexico, whatever, Honduras, wherever the hell they come from, okay? Black Americans are getting replaced first, and then they're coming for the white people. Y'all better wake up, pay attention. The Forbes article is telling you, new Black Americans, African immigrants. We're not African. People got mad at me when I said, I'm not African. I'm not African. I've never been to Africa. I don't know anything about Africa. Get mad all you want. I'm American, Black American, and we are taking back our power and recognizing our lineage. Simple as that. Now let's go to the next part of the article I saw. Okay, so this article in Forbes is, I guess they interviewed an immigrant from Tanzania, and this person, their last name is Sariva, said, most African immigrants come to the U.S. unfamiliar with the historical struggles of Black people in this country or the process for which they have fought so hard. African Americans paved the way for us to have this $25 million portfolio and be able to help the community. So they know they're only coming here because us, Black Americans, our ancestors paved the way for other people, other melanated people to come here to live, work, and make money. America is home to the richest Black people in the world. We have more rich Black people in America than any other place in the world. Thanks to our ancestors who fought for this. And now other people are coming here to leech off us, and they have the nerve to say they're Black too. You're not Black. If your ancestors weren't here in 1865 or prior, your lineage is not that deep as ours, as mine. I'm from the South, by way of South Carolina, Alabama. My mother's maiden name is Middleton. Okay, we have a whole Middleton plantation in South Carolina. I'm a full-blown Black American. Okay, so our ancestors did not fight for immigrants to come here and replace us and ethnically cleanse us, okay? So, with that being said, it's time to separate ourselves, wake up. If you want to be African, fine, be African. But smart people like me, we recognize that we are different. But we haven't been to Africa in what? 3, 4, 5 generations, 6, like forever? And y'all still want to pretend y'all African when y'all been in America? This is our soil, just like everyone else. I don't care how you feel about white people. This ain't white people land either. White people came from Europe, okay? So misuse that BS. Forbes, whoever wrote this article, can go to hell, okay? Because that's very disrespectful of you to get on here and write an article to call African immigrants the new Black Americans. That's actually very sad. This brings me to my next topic. Speaking of ethnically cleansing, let's get into Juneteenth, okay? Because Juneteenth is amongst us for yet another year, and me being a Black American from the South, I remember going to a lot of Juneteenth block parties and stuff like that when I was younger, but in the recent years, I felt like it maybe died down a little bit because I feel like we were celebrating it like heavily more, like when I was really young, like around 10 years old or younger. I remember going to like a lot of like Juneteenth events. But if you went to any Juneteenth events when you were younger, like me, you probably remember seeing these colors: red, green, and yellow. Now, why are they using red, green, and yellow for Juneteenth? That's a question that we all need to answer to. So let's get into it. I came across this flyer for a cookout in Arizona. So this flyer has the same colors, red, green, and yellow. Why? And they also have on African clothes. Why do y'all have on African clothes for a Juneteenth event? And if you look down at the bottom, they have the actual Juneteenth flag, but they have it very small and got like this, like it's ripping and there's African colors like overshadowing it. The disrespect, once again. Why are y'all disrespecting Juneteenth? Juneteenth is a Black American holiday. Why are y'all dressed in African clothes? Y'all the one who sold us. And y'all think we should celebrate Africa on Juneteenth? I mean, no disrespect to Africa, because I don't want to make anybody mad, but still, the disrespect of the actual Black American Juneteenth flag to be small at the bottom right there, and y'all got everything else African. Cease and desist from a Black American. Stop using red, green, and yellow for Juneteenth. The disrespect, okay? Palm Beach County Library, cease and desist. Why the hell are y'all using red, green, and yellow for Juneteenth activities? This is a Black American holiday, okay? Next. Oh, this one. This one's really crazy. This one is actually insane. So a company called Power to Fly used the same colors, red, green, and yellow, and had the nerve to combine Juneteenth with Pride. Now y'all know how I feel about them trying to intermingle anything LGBT with Black people as if Black people are special to LGBT. And then these low IQ sheep is going to come to me, well, you know they're gay Black people. I don't give a damn. There's gay white people, gay Hispanic people, gay Asian people. Why are Black gays so special? If y'all feel y'all so special in being gay Black gays, go make your own damn flag. I don't understand why y'all gotta put black and brown stripes on the standard LGBT flag. Like I'm riding around LA by the damn LA City Hall and I see a pride flag with black and brown stripes on it. Black LGBT people ain't special because gayness, LGBTness, whatever you want to call it, don't have nothing to do with being Black. Two different struggles. I'm Black. I'm a Black woman at that. I don't know what the hell it's like to struggle as an LGBT person. We are not the same. So again, that's very disrespectful for them to combine our holiday, Juneteenth, with Pride. Power to Fly, cease and desist. Stop using those colors and stop combining us with Pride. Go have your own damn Pride event. Why? Like, that's just very rude, disrespectful, and y'all need to stop. So, everybody, go contact Power to Fly and tell them cease and desist. Delete that. For real. Now, another one. In Memphis. Even more crazy. Well, just as crazy. I want to say even more because combining us with... Anyways. So, Memphis. Juneteenth Festival. Celebrating Ghana, Africa? What the fuck does Juneteenth has to do with Ghana? Make it make sense. Why are we celebrating Ghana on Juneteenth? Red, green, and yellow colors? Disrespectful once again. Cease and desist. Stop disrespecting us by using these colors and combining us with all these other people and all these other stuff. Juneteenth is a Black American holiday. Okay, and I'm going to keep saying it. For so long, we have been Africanizing and Caribbeanizing Juneteenth when this holiday is specifically about Black Americans. It has to end, and it's ending right now. Juneteenth is a holiday that celebrates the emancipation of slaves in the United States, not slaves in Africa, not slaves in the Caribbean, the United States of America. Cease and desist. Red, green, and yellow, those are not Juneteenth colors. No celebrating Ghana. We're not celebrating Pride. Okay, we're celebrating the emancipation of Black Americans in the United States. This isn't to say Africans and Caribbeans can't celebrate Juneteenth with us, okay? Because, of course, you can celebrate with us because we're the same people. We celebrate Cinco de Mayo. We celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It's not a big deal. But we don't go there trying to make it American. We don't go to Cinco de Mayo. We don't go to Mexican restaurants on Cinco de Mayo waving American flags and using American colors. We don't go party on St. Patrick's Day turning it American. Okay, we go there and we celebrate with them. Like, nothing against African and Caribbeans. Feel free to come to the parties, but stop intermingling your heritage with a Black American holiday. Is rude and it's disrespectful to us, and this is why we separate ourselves from y'all. And people want to get mad, like, oh, Black, y'all Americans, y'all acting like white supremacists, y'all separating yourself from the diaspora. No, y'all not recognizing our separate lineage. Because like I said, when y'all get ready, y'all want to separate yourselves from Black Americans when negativity is involved. But when we celebrate Black culture and Blackness, all y'all want to be Black. Like, be for real here. It's time to separate. The only Black people are Black Americans because race is fake. Okay? I'm saying that right now. Race is fake. God didn't say black and white. It's a social construct created in America, okay, to ethnically cleanse Black Americans. And eventually, white Americans too, because, you know, I'll get into that. I'll get into that another time. But, yeah. So, speaking of Caribbean, actually, let's look at this Juneteenth celebration I came across in New York.
Our crews caught up with the organizer of today's celebration to chat all things the intersection between Caribbean heritage and this Juneteenth holiday.
It's really about creating that space where we can bring our piece of Blackness, of being Caribbean, while sort of overlaying that on Juneteenth. It's really about creating that space where we can bring our piece of Blackness, of being Caribbean, while sort of overlaying that on Juneteenth.
See what I'm saying? What the hell did she just say? The disrespect, cease and desist. Juneteenth is not a Caribbean overlay celebration. Juneteenth is a holiday for the emancipation of slaves, Black American slaves, in the United States. And I get it's Caribbean Heritage Month or whatever you want to call it, but what the fuck does Caribbean Heritage Month have to do with Juneteenth? Go have your own damn celebration. Make it make sense. Like I said, they want to be Black for Juneteenth, but they want to separate themselves when it comes to negativity and stereotypes. I bet they do that all the time, right? We know they do. So, and by the way, I never even heard of Caribbean Heritage Month until just now. So this is news to me. Or whatever, but I guess do your own thing. And then if you go on to watch the whole news package, they didn't mention not one Black American city or anything. Everything is about the Caribbean. So it seems to me that they only use the name Juneteenth for clout for their own event. Now look at this clip.
Yeah, Caribbean business owners, artists, musicians, and so much more are joining right here at the Prospect Park Boathouse to celebrate their heritage and Juneteenth. It's a cultural celebration for Brooklynites of all ages. I Am Caribbean, in collaboration with the Prospect Park Alliance, have come together for today's Juneteenth and One Love Little Caribbean Day right here in our backyard. We're told that each artist, dancer, musician, and vendor participating in the day's celebration come from Caribbean roots, like Jamaica, Trinidad, and elsewhere. Nearly 1,000 New Yorkers came out to hit the dance floor, enjoy traditional Caribbean food and drinks today, and shop all sorts of products created by Caribbean American vendors.
Okay, make it make sense to me. Did you hear that shit? Caribbean vendors at a Juneteenth Caribbean. Why the hell are y'all celebrating Juneteenth, Caribbean people? Explain to me what the hell Juneteenth got to do with y'all, and why y'all only got Caribbean vendors. I didn't hear him mention not one Black American business, not one Black American city. Caribbean vendors at Juneteenth? The disrespect, cease and desist. Bro, make it make sense. This is what I'm saying. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad all this is crumbling down and coming to an end, because Black Americans, we are finally taking back our power, okay? And rightfully claiming the only colors for Juneteenth. And those colors are red, white, and blue, okay? Red, white, and blue, not green, yellow, red. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Now, all over the internet, you can find Black Americans rightfully putting people in their place for using the wrong colors and Africanizing and Caribbeanizing Juneteenth. One of the main people that's getting put in this place, rightfully so, is our biggest op, one of our biggest ops, Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton took it to Twitter to say, join us next week on Juneteenth in NYC to stand for Haiti. What the fuck does Haiti have to do with Juneteenth? See what I'm saying? The disrespect against black Americans, and they are ethnically cleansing black Americans while y'all out here protesting for Palestine. Make it make sense. Y'all are very ignorant to what's going on in your own country. And then when you bring up the stats on abortion and homicide, a lot of people will tell you, oh, black on black crime doesn't exist. Oh, white women get more abortions. Oh, I don't care. But y'all got y'all dusty ass out there protesting for Palestine. How do y'all care about more people over across the globe than the people right here in your homeland? Make it make sense, including you, Al Sharpton. Why are we standing for Haiti at the Juneteenth event? And I'm glad people in the comments was putting them in its place too, because these are some of the comments I came across under this tweet. One person said, you could have did this on Haitian Flag Day, but we already know you're a Democratic shield and a sellout to your own ethnic group of people, which is true. Al Sharpton is a sellout. Why the fuck are we celebrating Haiti on Juneteenth, Al? Explain that. Can you? Are you a fucking tool? Ethnically cleansing black Americans, you fucking puppet. I also saw these pictures that I thought was great. Under his post, somebody posted, disband the Congressional Black Caucus. Who needs a caucus that doesn't represent you? Which is correct. What the fuck has the Black Caucus done for black Americans? Not a damn thing except contribute to our ethnic cleansing. The next one has an upside-down American flag. We matter. Black America is under attack, and black representatives don't care. Al Sharpton, Maxine Waters, all y'all wannabe black people like Kamala, Obama, so-called blacks from other countries, ethnically cleansing us. Y'all don't care about us. And this one was very interesting. Someone posted this picture of the different caucuses of ethnicities. This one about the Congressional Native American Caucus. Notice how the Native American Caucus is specifically targeted for Native Americans. It says, the Congressional Native American Caucus is a bipartisan coalition of lawmakers that want to advance our nation-to-nation relationship with tribal governments and uphold our federal trust responsibilities to Native Americans, okay, through the legislative process. Notice how they didn't have any other group in there. They just had Native Americans. Okay, next, Asians. To provide, this is the Asian Pacific American Caucus. It says, to provide a structure to coordinate the efforts and enhance the ability of the Asian American and Pacific Islander members of Congress to accomplish those goals. Notice how they said Asian American and Pacific Islander members, not any other group, is included in that description. Next, Hispanics, the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. The 38-member Congressional Hispanic Caucus advocates for issues important to Hispanics through the congressional legislative process. Notice how they didn't include anybody else in there, not even black people. They didn't include black and brown like they always do in that. They specifically said Hispanics, okay? And now for the black people, the Congressional Black Caucus. It says, the Congressional Black Caucus has been committed to using the full constitutional power, statutory authority, and financial resources of the federal government to ensure that African Americans and other marginalized communities, what the fuck do y'all mean other marginalized communities? Because if you think about it, the other marginalized communities could include Hispanics, include the Asians, and include the Native Americans. But their own specific caucuses said, only them, only Native Americans, only Asians, only Hispanics. But when you come to the black one, it says other marginalized groups. Again, this is ethnic cleansing while y'all out here protesting for Palestine. Get y'all black ass out the street and go protest in Baltimore. Go protest in Chicago. Go protest in Atlanta. Go protest in Detroit. Why the fuck are y'all out here protesting for Palestine when our Congressional Black Caucus out here including other marginalized communities? And our thing, y'all need to wake up and pay attention. For real, I can't believe how ignorant we are to what the fuck is really going on. The African immigrants coming over here, they're calling the new black Americans. Okay, our Congressional Black Caucus include everybody else and our things, you know, that y'all not paying attention. Al Sharpton, the main fucking op, the captain op of black Americans out here want us to stand for Haiti at a Juneteenth event. Do y'all not see what the fuck going on? Y'all about to get me mad for real. Anyways, Al Sharpton, he wasn't done. Of course, there's more. So, he also posted, embrace the spirit of Juneteenth and Father's Day. Join us in African garb as we celebrate freedom and honor the strength of fathers and father figures at this week's Saturday Action Rally. Why the fuck, Al Sharpton, why the fuck are we wearing African garbs at a Juneteenth event when the whole reason we're celebrating Juneteenth is because of black Americans in America? Make it make sense. Al Sharpton is a clown. Al Sharpton is a clown and a sellout. He's selling out black Americans and contributing to our genocide. And I'm glad more people are waking up and paying attention to this. These are some of the comments I saw on that post. Someone wrote, what does African garb have to do with Juneteenth? Does this look like African garb to you? And look at this picture. Like, why are you rebranding this holiday? This picture below, she posted, is black Americans. Look what they got on. They got an instrument right here. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but yeah. They got like cowboy looking hats on, and you can see the American flag right there. Do any of them have an African garb? Why the fuck we need an African garb to go to a Juneteenth event? Stop playing with us. For real. Look at this one. The real heroes who made Juneteenth possible. Does any of these people have on an African garb? No. So Al Sharpton, why the fuck do you want us to wear an African garb? Y'all got me cursing because I'm mad. Why do you want us to wear an African garb for Juneteenth? The disrespect. Cease and desist. No African garbs. No red, white, no red, green, and yellow. Only red, white, and blue. I'm about sick of y'all. Juneteenth was never about Africa. Juneteenth was never about the Caribbean or communities of color, whatever you want to call it. We are not accepting this idea of flat blackness anymore, okay? Because like I said earlier, these same people will try to separate themselves from black Americans when it comes to negativity and stereotypes. But when it comes to things like Juneteenth and celebrating blackness, now all of a sudden y'all want to be black. But any other time, y'all recognize that we're different. So this idea of flat blackness is done. It's done, okay? All y'all not black, okay? The only reason y'all think y'all black is because black, like I said, black and white is an American construct, and America is dominating the world right now. And got all y'all thinking y'all black when y'all not. If your ancestors weren't classified as black on paper in 1965 or prior or whatever, and in America, you are not black. You are whatever the fuck you came from. Okay? Deal with it. Race is fake. This black and white thing is fake. This black and white started to classify black slaves in America. Not slaves in Africa, not slaves in Europe, not slaves in Asia, in America. We are the only black people. We are the true black people. Okay? So stop, y'all are not black. I don't want to hear nothing else. Now, let's get into this article. I came across this article written in 1866 from the Tri-Weekly Telegraph. This is how they described the celebration of Juneteenth in 1866. They said, the marshals or directors of the procession rode on horseback and wore sashes, some of red, some of white, and some of blue. This is how they celebrated Juneteenth in 1866. They wore red, white, and blue sashes. Not red, not green, not yellow. So who are these ops? Why are these ops trying to rebrand this holiday and make it seem like this isn't our land? We are black American. This is our land just as much as it is anyone else's. I don't care, cry and weep about it. They wasn't wearing no green, red, and white. Look at a great number of United States banners from the size of a pocket handkerchief up to a bed quilt. Okay, nothing about no African flags, nothing about no Caribbean flags, American flags. This is flags. This is an American holiday. Okay, cope and seethe about it. I don't give a fuck who gets mad. Y'all saw this article. The article said people in 1866 were wearing red, white, and blue sashes, right? So, why the hell are people like Al Sharpton and Sheila Jackson Lee right here using red, green, and yellow and tying us to other countries? Make it make sense. Another op, Sheila Jackson Lee, cease and desist. This is not Juneteenth colors. We are not from Africa. Juneteenth happened in America. Red, white, and blue only. You're a fucking op as well, Sheila Jackson Lee. Cease and desist. Like I said before, it's clear as day that the ethnic cleansing of Black Americans is a real one that no one seems to be talking about. Okay, from the Forbes article that said African immigrants are the new Black Americans, to people like Al Sharpton, Sheila Jackson Lee, and all these other people using non-American colors to celebrate Juneteenth as if we're from somewhere else. Do they celebrate Juneteenth in Africa? Since Juneteenth is so Africanized and Caribbeanized, show me a African country or somewhere in the Caribbean that they celebrate Juneteenth in. Since it's blackness, this is a flat blackness holiday. Show me how they celebrate Juneteenth in the Caribbean. Show me how they celebrate Juneteenth in Africa. Show me. I'll be waiting. Prove me wrong. So I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to end this with this, okay? On behalf of Black Americans all over the world, the only colors we recognize on Juneteenth will be red, white, and blue. Not green, not red, not yellow. The only colors we recognize are red, white, and blue. And anybody else, if we catch anybody else using any other colors or trying to get us to celebrate any other holiday on Juneteenth, we will shun you and shame you, and you will be issued a cease and desist. Okay? We not doing that no more. This is the only flags right here. These are the only two flags that we represent on Juneteenth. Red, white, and blue. And with that being said, happy Juneteenth. Happy Red, White, and Blue Day. I hope you all have an amazing week, an amazing day. Drink lots of liquor or whatever. Do whatever you want to do. Party it up. Happy Juneteenth. Enjoy your day. I'm out. Thank you.